Hello and welcome to PopPulse React. I hope everyone is doing fine out there. This is your PopPulse React narrator buddy here to break down every industry hip-hop update to you, our wonderful viewers and subscribers. Kindly like this video and subscribe to this channel to support more contents like this. Let's get into it.
I've been wondering, where is Joey? Where has Joey been since this battle?
About a month or so ago, how everything took a head when Joey, Daylight, Rayvon, and others, of course, ended up having this big battle royale. Everybody was fighting for the crown. Everybody wanted to show lyrical supremacy. And that ended up becoming a big spectacle.
He just did an interview on Gilly and Wallow's podcast, and he's speaking about the entire battle. He's speaking about Kendrick Lamar, and this is like the post-game wrap-up we've all been waiting for.
From your outlook, what is the state of hip hop right now?
State of hip hop? Where do we start? I mean, I think I've always been an optimistic person. I've always been a person who, I'd rather not complain, I'd rather act, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather contribute, if you will. So I think, after what we saw last year with, between Dot and Drake, I think it did a good thing for hip hop, in my opinion. I think that the competitive energy being brought back into the game was a good one. I think there was a lot of aspects being fought in that battle, not just basically who was the best artist, but I think it was like kind of a war of different sides, like, you know what I'm saying? In a way, it was kind of like the underground versus the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? Dark versus light, if you will, or whatever. But, I think a year later, especially with just what transpired based on, what I was just involved in, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think we're just trying to keep the spirit alive.
Okay, so says Gilly the Kid asked Joey Badass about his battle with West Coast artists. Joey says him wanting to rap versus Kendrick Lamar was to see who's the best. He also mentions the backlash he faced for using a Jay-Z line, too much West Coast dick licking. Okay?
We versus everybody.
Yo, I mean, honestly, that's the narrative that the media created.
Oh.
But it could stay that way. You know, it's up. Like, one thing about me, bro, I'm never going back down. I don't back down.
And you've been coming at some, not on dude, damn, that's crazy. You've been, displaying.
Oh yeah.
Because I just said some wild shit. I'm talking.
Got tongue tied off that
too
weed.
Many people responded. We ain't got to say no names, but why?
It's competitive, bro. And all right, I'll tell you a few things. So people don't really know how deep the Joey and TDE rabbit hole goes. You gotta understand, these are my guys for real. Like, I've been on tour with Q. I've been on tour with Absol. Like, we share tattoos, we share homies, you know what I'm saying? Like, pause, like, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of love, you know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about competition and the love for the game, this shit is a sport to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want to be the best. Like, this ain't a Kendrick thing. I don't got nothing against Kendrick. Like, I love Kendrick. Kendrick the homie. Every time me and Kendrick see each other, it's love, it's respect, it's mutual.
Still goes to show, some of this stuff exposes some of y'all for not really being deep into the hip hop culture as y'all claim to be. Because I knew this the whole time. Go back and watch my stuff. I was saying, like, bro, Kendrick will respect this. Why are y'all acting like he's calling out Kendrick? Ah! Like, this was the first time. Like Control. The whole point of Control wasn't literally. Matter of fact, Kendrick called out people like Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas on the Monster freestyle, and he had less credentials than Joey did when he called out Kendrick. So, like, stop, bro. Stop. It's about the competition. It's about.
This just about Joey feeling like he the one. And, somebody in that one spot. So that happened to be the focal point. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, just like for him. And it's like, honestly, I know Dot respected. I know he respected.
But Joey wasn't chasing headlines. he was chasing greatness. His call out of Kendrick and Cole wasn't a diss, it was a challenge, a lyrical invitation, one that hip-hop was built on. Screwface breaks it down. Joey wasn't beefing, he was sparring. He reminds us, competition is not conflict. Real MCs don't take offense to a bar, they return one.
Wait
Versus
for it.
everybody.
Yo, I mean, honestly, that's the narrative that the media created. But like, it could stay that way. You know, it's up. Like, one thing about me, bro, I'm never gonna back down. I don't back down.
That's why I like them. That's why I like Joey.
Not on duty, damn, that's crazy. You've been, displaying.
Oh yeah.
Because
Battling, bro,
some
come on.
wild shit. I'm talking. Ain't too many people responded. We ain't gotta say no names. But why?
It's competitive, bro. And all right, I'll tell you.
What does he mean not too many people responded? Literally everybody responded but Kendrick. Gilly be wildin', bro. My favorite part of the show by far is Wallow. Like, Wallow, like, what do you mean not very many people responded? Literally everybody responded. Literally, what? It was like a rap symbol, like a World War III, which is crazy to say now, going on in hip hop for a little bit. Like, it was like an underground world war.
Tell you a few things. So people don't really know how deep the Joey and TDE rabbit hole goes.
Let's go.
You
Talk
gotta
about
understand.
it. They don't know,
These are
Joe.
my guys for real. Like, I've been on tour with Q. I've been on tour with Abs. So,
Say it.
Like, we share tattoos. We
Facts.
share homies. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? Like, pause. Like, you know what I mean? But it's a
That
lot
is crazy.
of love. You know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about competition and the love for the game, this shit is a sport to us.
Alive, continue to keep the spirit alive and everything, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm gonna do that by, of course, putting out music, but also like helping brothers where I can. Cause I feel like we need more of that. Like, you know, we was having a conversation off the record before we came on cameras, just about, you know, the old generation to the new generation and how it wasn't enough passing of the guard. You know, so that's something that I wish to tap into as time goes on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna definitely have a reputation for looking out for, you know, dope artists who coming up, but who's also competitive, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's not enough of that, especially in the genre of, or in the space in the hip hop world that I exist in. I feel like it's not enough of us lyrical helping each other out, because we, you know what I'm saying, we trying to outshine each other and be the best or whatever, but yeah, I mean, I think we can all coexist, and I think it could be dope to give each other the helping hand. Even if you're trying to take my head off, you should do that. That's what you should want to do, you know what I'm saying?
This isn't the drill era's brand of beef. This is sharpened steel, pen to pad, mic to mouth, where bars replace bullets and legacy is written in rhyme.
Being mad at a rapper for calling out another rapper to battle, especially on some friendly competition, whatever, and you getting mad at that rapper is anti-hip hop. It is.
All of this, he lets all of his allegiances, his, you know, his friendships and, you know, just clears the air on the fact that people put a lot of energy into it that was unnecessary. A lot of people tried to spark up narratives of hate, of underhanded, backhanded, you know, strategies to try to knock Kendrick off of the top, as if anything that happened in that whole ordeal was gonna knock Kendrick off of anything. Like, but you know, whatever.
Joey discusses the gatekeeping in hip-hop, how some older artists block the next generation. He calls for mentorship, not resistance, unity, not ego.
Even, we gotta get into the convo, I guess, but like New York rap, right? New York hip hop. I feel like that didn't happen enough with our OGs reaching out to the younger ones on the come up, being like, yo, son is nice, let me embrace him without having to sign him or some shit like that. Let me
If I
just
don't sign you, I
embrace
ain't
him.
with you.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You see a lot of that, you know what I mean? And it's like, we learned that from these record label execs. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I saw a Jim Jones interview one time and he was like apologetic about what he felt like he did to Max B. But his reason was, he like, yo, that's how I learned the game. It's all I knew at the time was that I couldn't put it on unless I signed them and like, for fake put them in a up contract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's just the part
Like,
of the
I gotta
game
eat
that-
off you in order for you to win.
Right,
Even
you know
though
what
I
I'm
know
saying?
you're great.
So it's a matter of us not even really having the right mentorship or like guidance going in this. I just feel like, yo, this shit has come so far that we don't got to keep playing that game. It's like, all right, cool. Maybe that happened over the last 10, 15, 20. But now it's like, it was so much money out here for all of us. Like, why the f are we still playing that game?
Right.
Joey addresses why OGs fear mentoring new talent. He believes sharing power doesn't weaken you, it strengthens the culture.
People now were trying to make this out to be like some backdoor 50 Cent, go hate on Kendrick Lamar because I'm Team Drake and all this type of stuff. I understand the conspiracies are sexy and they're, you know, they're conversation pieces and things of that nature, but I never saw it that way from the beginning. Realistically, 50 Cent is not involved in Joey Badass's musical career. 50 Cent's not even involved in his own musical career at this point. He's not involved in Lloyd Banks' musical career. I don't even think he has too much to do with Uncle Murder, besides the fact that he takes him out on the road whenever he does decide to talk in front of a microphone.
Let the people see and decide the best. Was it the ego that causes the competition?
What I said, like, I don't really got like no ego like that. I mean, of course, everybody got an ego. I don't want to sound like
You definitely. This whole conversation is about ego, nigga. This whole conversation, rap is ego. The competition in rap, the sports in general is about ego. Because if it wasn't, it really wouldn't matter who won or lost, but it does. You know what I mean? Niggas wouldn't be crying after they lose. It's about ego. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, sometimes you got, I mean, it is an ego thing.
So the fact that he would all of a sudden collude with Joey Badass, an artist he has no financial stake in outside of the success of Power, Raising Kanan, it seemed a little bit far-fetched for me, especially since 50 Cent's relationship with Stars is already fractured. So, I mean, he ain't really jacking too much of anything over there. It seems to me that he's about 2 years away from literally leaving.
Good point. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, just like for him. And it's like, honestly, I know Dot respect it.
Amen.
I know he respect it.
So you saying this is more some old school shit?
More some absolutely.
Some-
But like some new school shit though, we
No,
doing
but
it in
what
a
I'm
new way.
saying is because the new school now is you diss me, I shoot you, and then I'll put you in a pack.
That's not everybody. That's not everybody. You just got too caught up into drill rap. That's not. That's a specific thing in a specific genre of hip hop. That's not really the norm. But I get what he's saying. There's those, the drill people are the people who pushing that, but that's not the norm.
In a genre pulled between pride and progress, Joey Badass is choosing both. He's not here to tear down legends. He's here to join them, build with them, and remind the world that this is hip hop. And in hip hop, iron sharpens iron. Let's know your thoughts in the comment section. Cheers.